Greetings, Redheads. Thank you for joining me in another edition of your favorite show, the one, the only Reds View. Of course, I am your gracious host, Jay Red. And I'm doing this show right now in disbelief and a whole bunch of disappointment. I'm let down. Um, I didn't even know how I was going to approach this video, to be honest with you, because this is something that's out of the ordinary. This is something that's unorthodox and something that I have never seen before. Something that I never saw coming, especially from this artist that I'm about to name, J. Cole. Now, before I begin this video, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/RedsView. But for right now, I want to give the opportunity to all my haters, all the people who were flooding my comments about my last J. Cole video. I want all the people from YouTube, all the people from Facebook, all the people from Instagram, all the people from TikTok, for everybody who was talking trash under my post, this is for you. And I will be tagging some of y'all too. I need all of y'all asses to come up in here. All of y'all who was talking all that trash in my comments about J. Cole defending him and that mid-ass diss record. Oh, I'm about to tag some of y'all. And y'all better join me right now because I want the smoke now. J. Red was right. Oh, yes, I was right about this whole J. Cole ordeal. I told y'all that that diss record was mid. It was so mid to the point to where J. Cole had to apologize for it. That's right. In case you've been hiding under a rock, last night at the Dreamville Festival that takes place in North Carolina, that J. Cole does every year annually, he went on stage and apologized. He apologized for dissing Kendrick Lamar, being pressured. He said that he was pressured into making that diss track. He was pressured into seeing, when he saw all the social media feedback about Kendrick dissing him and all this other stuff, he fed into it. And in his heart, he didn't want to do it, but he did it anyway. And he put it out and he sincerely apologized for it. So much to the fact to where he told Kendrick, hey, man, I put my chin up right here if you want to go ahead and take a lick. I apologize to you, my dude, but it got the best of me. And I'm paraphrasing what he said. Now, as a grown man, I have nothing to say about J. Cole as a man. And if you feel like spiritually you didn't want to continue to go to this, like through this, what am I to say? What am I to say? I'm a grown man too. And if I make a grown man decision, hey, it is what it is. But as far as this rap game and the culture, hell no, J. Cole. No. Oh, no. No, sir. Jermaine Cole, really? Jermaine Cole, really? J. Cole, you apologize at see, this is my thing. If you felt so bad, so bad about making the diss record and Kendrick is your guy and you really didn't want to, why the hell did you make it in the first place? You mean to tell me J. Cole is 39 years old? His birthday this past January. He's damn near 40 years old. And he's letting peer pressure influence him. Damn near middle age, but he's letting peer pressure influence him to make drastic emotional decisions like this. Now, I'm telling you, man, I don't think that it would have been a as big. See, J. Cole dug himself in a hole. J. Cole made this worse. I don't think he understands the magnitude of how he made himself look even worse. See, this is worse than Kendrick even responding back to him. This is worse than Kendrick sending out a subliminal diss record and bodying J. Cole. This is worse than that because you put out a diss record. This is the first time in history where a rapper has put out a diss record and then 48 hours later apologized for the diss record. And he even openly admitted that he was BS and he was capping about Kendrick Lamar's catalog, his discography, and all this other stuff. This is an L for hip hop. J. Cole apologizing to Kendrick Lamar is an L for hip hop. We should all take this L because hip hop ain't hip hop no more. Oh, yeah. You let Nas down. You let Nas down again. Nas said that hip hop is dead back in 2006, 2007. Hip hop is definitely dead now. See, J. Cole is the MC's MC. He's the rapper's rapper. He's the lyricist, right? He represents everything that the foundation of hip hop was built off on. Originality, authenticity, all of that stuff. But now you tap out when the direct competition heads your way. See, I don't want to hear no more GOAT talk. I don't want to hear no more braggadocious rhymes about how you the best and you feel like Muhammad Ali. Really? But when Kendrick goes at you and didn't even go at you hard, by the way, Kendrick didn't even really go at J. Cole like that, is what I'm saying. He went at Drake. He really wanted Drake because Kendrick Lamar does not like Drake. But since J. Cole is an affiliation with it, he just went at him too, threw him a little jab. But you came back with a full swing, which was a mid diss track. But you apologize because you feel in your spirit that you didn't want to get involved and keep going with it because it made you feel bad. And you felt so bad about it. J. Cole acts like they're Crips and Bloods. J. Cole acts like there was going to be bloodshed. Like people, he even said that. He was like, people wanted to see bloodshed. No, we did not. We wanted to see two elite prime MCs go back and forth on some lyrical jabs. That's it. We know that none of y'all about that life to pull out no pistols and stuff like that again. Like we didn't even think about that. We don't think about Kendrick and J. Cole fighting each other. This wasn't about to be no Biggie and Tupac situation or nothing to where somebody would lead into death and, to shooting and squab, fighting and all this. We didn't think none of that. But this is hip hop. And for people who are going to flood my comments and people who I've seen online trying to defend this mess, for one, it's a lot of females. But for two, it's a lot of these hardcore J. Cole stans who are riding for him so heavy. Some of y'all were riding for him so heavy in his response with this mid response that he did with 7 Minute Drill. But now that he wants to take the moral high road and when they go low, we go high. You want to do that? See, it would be different if you didn't put out the diss record first. You put out the diss record, throwing rocks, and now you want to hide your hands. That ain't how this works. That ain't how this works, J. Cole. No. And see, it's hard for me as a fan to even take J. Cole serious anymore. Like, I'm this close to deleting this project from this project that he just dropped. Might delete later. Yeah, you need to delete this right now because I can't take none of that GOAT talk serious that you're doing on this project. This was a raw, solid mixtape, solid material that I've heard from J. Cole in a minute, in recent memory. But now it all goes down the drain because you decide to act light skinned. You decide to switch it up. And this is hip hop. Again, this is hip hop. Hip hop was rooted from this. If you go back to the beginning stages of hip hop, there weren't just rappers battling each other. There were DJs battling each other. This has been a part of the culture since the beginning. So all the people who want to come on here and talk about morals and being a grown man, no, this is rap. This is hip hop. This is what it's about. You can't see now. It would be different. Say people kept pressuring J. Cole, and J. Cole came out during Dreamfest, and was like, you know what? Or Dreamville Fest. I'm sorry. If he came out during Dreamville Fest and said, y'all, I know y'all been hearing all the stuff Kendrick Lamar has dissed me, but look, that's my brother, and I don't want to beef with him. I don't want to beef with you, my guy. I'm not gonna make no diss record towards you. Whatever you and Drake got going on, that's y'all. But hey, man, I fuck with you, homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Meet me on this stage or something like that. Then it would have been different. Now, would people still call him pussy and still call him weak? Possibly. It's a strong possibility, of course. Yeah, he's scared. Well, people have said that J. Cole is scared. Absolutely. But his image wouldn't have been tarnished. See, your image is tarnished when you throw the rocks out there, you put the diss record out there, and then you renege on it. That means that you're scared. That means that you're scared. We ain't trying to hear all that. And see, if you're supposed to be this elite supreme rapper that you say that you are, and that I feel like you were, then you need to be able to stand on business. You got to be able to stand on that. Hip hop is a competition. Now, for everybody who's commenting on it saying, man, it ain't got to be all that. How come we can't just get along? Y'all ain't a part of hip hop culture anyway. Y'all are just listeners of the culture. Y'all not a part of this because the era that I grew up in and that has been prevalent since the beginning, when even Drake, a singing nigga, demolishes Meek Mill. Come on, man. Come on, man. The people who are commenting, saying and agreeing with what J. Cole is doing are not a part of our culture. They're not a part of the hip hop community. These are people who listen to they're probably just listeners and they happen to listen to hip hop, but they're not a part of the culture. Y'all are these commercialized fans, these pop fans and all this other. We ain't trying to listen to y'all. This is the grassroots right here. And let me tell you something about me. I am not biased. And I saw a lot of people in my comments talking about some, man, what are you talking about? You on Kendrick Lamar dick. You did. No, it's called being able to analyze the culture, studying this culture for over 20 years. And I say study, not just I've been a fan of hip hop since I was born, but I'm talking about studying the analytics, the demographics, the credits. I'm one of those dudes who will buy. I got a bunch of vinyls, and I go through. I used to go to the store, buy CDs, buy tapes, cassettes, and read. I'm older than I look. I used to read all the credits and see who produced what, who works what, who signed to who, all this other stuff. So I study this. I study first week sales and who sold what. I'm like a hip hop encyclopedia, so I know what I'm talking about. I know what I'm talking about. So when you come on here and comment, just make sure that you know what you're doing. But anyway, all the people who was talking trash and all, y'all bring y'all asses right over here. Because what do you got to say about J. Cole now? You can't defend it. You can't defend it. This was an L for hip hop. Like I said, there's never been in history where somebody apologizes for putting out, this dude apologized for putting out a mid diss record. It was so bad. He knew, and see, the thing is, like, he knew the hole that he dug himself in. And before Kendrick Lamar got to him, he just went on ahead and tapped out. He just said, you know what, I'm finna tap out, man, because I know what this is gonna go to. And that made Cole look way worse than Kendrick coming with the Ether record. Kendrick coming with a takeover record, a hit him up. And see, this is the thing. What did you feel so bad about J. Cole? If you're a GOAT, if you're Muhammad Ali, what did you really feel so bad about? It ain't like you talked about the dude's mama. It ain't like you talked about his kids. It ain't like you talked about his wife. No Vaseline hit him up. You act like you did that. All you did was talk about his catalog and say that his first stuff was classic. His first shit was classic. His next shit was sleep, put people to sleep, but they gassed it. You know what I'm saying? That you didn't really say anything subliminal. Like it was you went at him, but it wasn't anything detrimental to where if he said the same thing about me, I wouldn't run up and try to throw hands with J. Cole. It wasn't even that deep. They're acting like they were Crips and Bloods. Like this was about to be a gang war or something. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. This was just sparring. Now, Kendrick was about to come hard. Trust me. Oh, Kendrick about to come hard like a motherfucker, but this man went on ahead and tapped out. This ain't hip hop. I ain't for it. And the people who are defending J. Cole for apologizing, y'all not a part of hip hop culture anyway. And if you are, you need to get the hell up out the culture because that's not what this is about. This wasn't going to bring violence. Come on, man. It's Kendrick Lamar and J. Cole. Does anybody expect them to pull out pistols? Does anybody expect them to? I don't even think Kendrick would have took personal shots at J. Cole if he came back with a diss record. And I say this, and I'll go live talking about this tomorrow. So make sure that y'all tune in. I'm gonna have DJ PM and CJ on the show. But I don't think that Kendrick Lamar would have done anything like he would have demolished them, but on a competitive sparring type of situation. It wasn't about to be no personal shots. But I don't think that Kendrick Lamar should even respond at this point. People want to see Drake respond for sure. I don't know if Drake is gonna do it at this point, but this is an L for not just hip hop, but also L for the light skins. He made light skinned people look so bad. And like I said, I can't even take J. Cole serious at this point of being a top rapper. We got to move him out of the big three, man. It ain't no big three. It's just a big two at this point. Because even Drake's light skinned ass will battle somebody. But J. Cole, this is the first time somebody has genuinely tapped out and went public and just said, I don't want no smoke. You that scared of Kung Fu Kenny? And all of my detractors and everybody, what do you have to say now? What do y'all have to say now? I told you that diss record was mid. I told you that he didn't want none with Kendrick Lamar. He even had to tap out and say, I don't want no smoke. So what do y'all have to say now? Oh, don't run away. Y'all were deep in my comments. Don't run away now. I want to see you and I'm going to tag you. So make sure you got something to say. But anyway, I'm going to speak more on this tomorrow. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/RedsView, and also follow me on all social media platforms at JAYR3D. as a hip hop fan, I am so disappointed. So disappointed. And I'm talking about I'm a solid J. Cole fan. I've been following this man since 2009. And he let me down. Just like he let Nas down again. But anyway, y'all let me know in the comments what you think about this. I told you I was right. Y'all gonna learn to listen to me. Anyway, man, I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. J Red Reds View.